Hello there, people from YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex, and today we're here to talk about Loki Season 2, Episode 3. I know, super late. It's basically been a week. New episode is already out, but I was a little busy. We had a lot of things to do here in the apartment. Things still coming in, furnitures and stuff. So I didn't exactly have the time to sit down and record this video, but now I'm here to finally talk about it with you. First thing first, before starting the video, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and follow me on my social media, which is basically Instagram. I'll link the page down in the description, so if you would do that, that would really mean a lot to me. Without further ado, let's go and talk about this episode. In this episode, we finally meet Victor Timely, which is the chosen one to become the new He Who Remains, and it's chosen by Kang himself. This is how we actually know what Ravonna's mission was, and that was give the TVA guidebook to a young Victor Timely. And this is basically how they help him start his journey to become this scientist, engineer, that in time will get to build the new TVA, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to find a variant of Kang himself to become the new Kang and so he will create a new TVA. And since Victor basically studied the guidebook in a very maniacal way, both Ravonna and Miss Minutes and Loki and Mobius want him on their side. Ravonna and Miss Minutes want him because they need him to win the multiversal war with the other variants, while Mobius and Loki need him to help them fix what's happening in their present TVA. Because of the temporal area, he's the only one that will be able to work with the time loop. And who can be that person that will be able to fix the TVA in their present than someone that already knows how a time loom works? Because they actually show us Victor Timely first project of a time loom back in his time, because we see him participating in this science fair, I think, or it's like a fair where he shows people his project of the time loom and how he starts to talk about how the time works and how he wants to improve it and all that stuff. So who can be better than him to help the TVA to fix the TVA itself, if not a variant of the person that actually knows how the time loom works? One of the things that I didn't really like much is Sylvie's character, because she's portrayed like this revenge only focused person. Like, she only wants to get revenge. I get it why she wants that, because He Who Remains took everything from her, mostly her free will, and the free will is basically what Sylvie's character is based on, because she wants her freedom, and she wants to be able to choose things for herself for once instead of having others telling her what to do, basically. In this episode, she was a little bit annoying because she was again trying to kill the only person that will help them all to fix whatever is happening, and she doesn't like the TVA, we already know that, but having her going around for an hour trying to kill the same person over and over and over again was a little bit too much, in my opinion. True, she kind of redeems herself, if we can say, in the end of the episode, but still it was a little boring to watch. I just want to talk about Jonathan Majors for a moment, because I remember him being in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and also at the end of Loki Season 1. I kind of liked his character in Loki Season 1 because they were portraying this crazy person that, I mean, it's kind of normal to be this crazy when you spend basically your entire life by yourself, because we saw him at the end of Season 1 in this citadel at the end of the world where he's basically alone. So being alone for forever can turn you into someone that's a little crazy. But I also remember him in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I was so excited to see his character again, at least one of the variants of He Who Remains. And I remember being, like I said, excited to see him again, and in the end being disappointed for the entire movie because he was just a normal character that didn't do exactly much. And just so you know, I didn't really like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I found he's acting a little too over the line, in my opinion, and I really didn't like him in the post-credit scene of the movie with all his variants. They were just like, I know it can sound a lot racist, but all the variants in this arena type thing, they looked a lot like animals. And I don't mean to be racist, but that's what it gave me when I watched it. So I was really surprised in this episode. I mean, surprised in a way, but also still a little annoyed by his character, because like they portray him like they always, I think that the people that wrote the series or whoever wrote his character is telling the actor to overact in some way. So for the majority of the episode he overacted, but I also liked him towards the end of the episode. I liked him especially when he is about to be killed by Sylvie, and he has this meaningful speech, and that's what in the end makes her stop. Like, she doesn't kill him because she sees the truth of what he's saying. He kept telling her that he is not the person that she think he is. I think that was my favorite part with Victor Timely, because I felt that it was true. I liked his acting in that scene. So yeah, that was my favorite part with him. One other thing that I didn't like at all was this love triangle between Ravonna, Miss Minute, and Victor Timely. I mean, we already know that between Ravonna and He Who Remains has been something romantic. We know that from season 1, and we also kind of had a confirmation of it in this season, episode 1, when Loki listens to the recording. When he goes back in time, he listens to this recording of this conversation between Ravonna and He Who Remains, and that kind of gave the hint that yes, they had something romantic going on. I can understand. I can understand that the AI feels something for his own creator, but that was just too much. Like, Miss Minutes was basically turned into a stalker. That's the only thing that I felt. I felt like she's been stalking him somehow, and she was really creepy, especially in the moment where she was like, she kept asking him why he didn't give her a body, so they would be able to explore their relationship more if he gave her a body. And then she enters this mannequin body, and her face is on the mannequin's face, and that was so creepy. And that was really that was really bad, because I don't understand why they had to do that. We also have this scene where Sylvie gets rid of Ravonna Rainslayer, sending her at the Citadel at the end of the world, where she finds herself alone with only Kang's body there, like the body that they left there when at the end of season 1 Sylvie killed He Who Remains. So Ravonna finds herself alone there, but not long after, honestly, like towards the end of the episode, basically, Miss Minutes gets there too, and we have this scene where they're talking. Miss Minutes starts to tell Ravonna that she has this big secret that she needs to tell her. And I'm really curious to know what that secret is. That I don't know. Like I have a feeling that like she's probably going to tell her that Ravonna herself is a variant of He Who Remains. Like it would make sense. Like Loki has a female variant, so why can't Kang have one? And that would also help with all this mess that Jonathan Majors had going on with the law. And that's all. That's how the episode ends. I honestly have to say that it wasn't my favorite episode at all. After rewatching the second episode, I have to say that it was better than episode 2, but still not as good as episode 1 was. I felt really excited when I watched episode 1. Episode 2 gave me bad feelings already because I was confused at the beginning of it and it was a little confusing in general. This episode was a little better, even if there was a lot of things that I didn't really like. I'm just curious to watch episode 4, honestly. I would like to tell you some of my theory. This is something that I was thinking about. This is theory. What if Victor Timely won't create Miss Minute anymore since he got to know her and he saw her being this stalker character? What if he ends up creating her but won't give her the freedom she has now? Like, what if he creates her anyway, but in the end he is the one controlling her instead of her having her own free will? Could it be possible? What do you think? At least that's what I think, because we know that there's going to be a multiversal war because of Avengers, the new Avengers movie that will come out in the near future, I hope. I also think that Victor Timely is going to end up helping both Ravonna and Miss Minutes and Loki and Mobius anyway, because like now Loki and Mobius have him on their side, and they're probably going to bring him with them in the TVA, in the present TVA, to fix it. But he also will help Ravonna and Miss Minute in the multiversal war, and that will actually end up with him becoming He Who Remains again. And also, like I said, I have a feeling that the secret that Miss Minute wants to tell Ravonna is that she actually is a variant of Kang. So that's probably what's going to happen in episode 4. I mean, I don't know because I still didn't watch it. So yeah, it's just something that came to my mind. Last thing, I'm still waiting to feel the actual menace of Kang, because he was portrayed to be this evil character, the worst character in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe after Thanos, but I'm still waiting for the moment to feel the presence of a really bad character trying to destroy the world, and I still didn't feel it in all the times we've seen Kang on screen. I didn't feel scared at all. I'm still waiting for that moment, because I remember when the first time Thanos came on the screen, you could already feel that it was going to be the biggest menace for the Avengers and everyone in the Marvel universe. So yeah, I'm still waiting for that. I really hope that they will give us something before we get to the Avengers movie, because like I think that we need to feel threatened by his character. We need to fear him. somehow. Anyway, that's all for this video. Like I said at the beginning, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like if you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this episode 3, even if it's a little late, it doesn't matter, just let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.